On the night of March 29th, a NIO owner in Beijing posted a video on Douyin, saying that the accelerator pedal of her NIO ES8, which she bought for nearly 500,000 yuan and had only driven for just over 1,000 kilometers, had already broken.
这是这个 ES8 最新款2024款的 ES8 啊。
This is the latest 2024 model of the ES8. Look at the vehicle identification number. It's brand new. I've only driven 1,000 kilometers over 30 days, technically 36, but I probably drove it on just 20 days or so. And it already has such a serious issue. The accelerator pedal broke. It made a rattling sound, and when I opened it up, I saw it was made of this kind of plastic. It's thinner than a disposable chopstick. This tiny piece here just snapped, and it wobbles side to side like this. Who would dare to use something like this? Who would feel safe driving this car?
She questioned how anyone could feel safe in such a vehicle and pleaded for advice on how to defend her rights. After the video was posted, it quickly sparked heated debate on social media. As of the early hours of April 2nd, the video had received 29,000 likes, 34,000 shares, and 20,000 comments, becoming a trending topic. Many online commenters questioned whether NIO truly lives up to its reputation as a premium Chinese brand, with some expressing disbelief that such a costly vehicle will be built with such fragile parts. NIO claims to be a high-end domestic car, but even the accelerator pedal is this weak. Spending 500,000 yuan on this junk is just not worth it. Taking it out on the road is like risking your life. Another person added, even three-wheeled scooters for the elderly don't use plastic pedals. How dare NIO charge $500,000 for this quality? Some mocked her support for domestic cars, suggesting that being patriotic comes with a price. One sarcastic remark said, as an adult, you should know better. Spending real money on a new EV brand takes guts. If you act as a guinea pig, you need to be aware of the risks. But seriously, thank you for taking the hit so I can go buy a Mercedes, BMW, or Audi at a bargain. Kudos. Others questioned why she believed Chinese EVs could match the performance of gasoline cars after just a few years of development. Another added, electric cars are toys for people with money to burn. They're more like home appliances, like TVs, fridges, and sofas, than real vehicles. There were also voices defending NIO. Some said plastic accelerator pedals are common in the industry, and even required by national regulations, claiming the design is meant to protect drivers. In a collision, these pedals are designed to snap under stress to prevent leg injuries. But not everyone was convinced. One commenter responded, sure, the law may require it, but is it normal for a pedal to break without a crash? Another added, that's no excuse, it broke after just 1,000 kilometers. Why don't other cars have this issue? Honestly, it feels like NIO's philosophy is, as long as the driver doesn't die before buying the car, what happens after isn't their concern. A particularly blunt comment read, so if there's a crash and everything else is wrecked, but your leg survives, that's a win? Some questioned why the woman posted a video instead of contacting the company. She responded that she had already reached out to both the dealership and the NIO app group the day before. She said she filmed the video out of shock and to document the moment, including the footage of the car being towed. She emphasized it was about protecting her rights. As the controversy escalated, NIO broke its silence. On March 30th, NIO responded via its official Weibo account. The company stated that after a technical inspection, the pedal had not broken but had been dislodged due to an upward pulling force. They claimed this would not occur under normal driving conditions, and that pressing down on the pedal should not cause such issues. NIO explained that accelerator pedals in most modern cars are made of engineering-grade plastic, which is easy to manufacture, lightweight, and meets rigorous standards for durability, pressure resistance, and vibration tolerance. They emphasized that the pedal design meets national safety standards and aligns with industry norms. However, the original video clearly shows a broken part, and many netizens pointed out that while using plastic isn't the problem, the pedal should not snap so easily. One commenter compared it to Tesla's plastic pedals, saying they appeared to be much sturdier than the one in the NIO vehicle. The car owner later posted another video in response to NIO's official statement.
我看到了微博、抖音未来官方账号的公示，我需要来此说明。
I've seen NIO's statement on Weibo and Douyin. As of 10:30 a.m. on March 31st, my issue has not been resolved. The so-called care package they sent me was just a temporary replacement car delivered at 10 p.m. on Sunday, March 30th. The truth is, I swapped out the floor mat because it didn't fit. When removing it, it brushed against the pedal. That's when it broke. To those accusing me of faking this, just look at how thin and brittle the breaking point is. If, as they say, this is a safety design, then why did it break while changing a mat? Isn't that worth questioning? Nobody spends hundreds of thousands of yuan on a new car just to intentionally yank out the pedal.
She stated that she had no objection to the use of plastic or composite materials, so long as safety was ensured. A car is closely tied to human life, she said. She bought the ES8 because she trusted the brand, but the incident shattered her confidence in NIO's after-sales service. She said all the company's promises were empty words and that she no longer felt safe putting her life in their hands. On Sunday alone, she received nearly 10 calls from 2 after-sales representatives, but their only solution was to replace the broken part with the same one and promise verbally that it won't happen again. She asked, "How can anyone stay calm in this situation?" She admitted she was no saint and couldn't keep her cool. Responding to criticism for buying a domestic brand and then complaining about it, she explained that every family has different needs. She made her decision after weighing the pros and cons and is willing to take responsibility if she made the wrong choice. Her goal in sharing the video, she said, was simply to document her experience and to prevent other ordinary people from being treated unfairly by large corporations. As of the morning of April 3rd, there were no new official updates on the case. For now, it appears to be heading toward the same unclear resolution that often follows similar incidents in China. While NIO maintains that its pedal design complies with national standards, this is not the first time the company has faced similar complaints. On June 24, 2024, another NIO owner in Zhengzhou, Henan Province, reported that the accelerator pedal on their vehicle had also snapped while driving.
油门能开掉了，哎呀，稀罕稀罕。
The pedal just popped off. Unbelievable.
The vehicle shows a woman holding a detached accelerator pedal while the footwell shows the pedal missing entirely. She strongly questioned the quality of the car, calling the material cheap plastic and pointing out the potential safety risks. NIO responded on June 26, stating that the ES6 involved was a used vehicle purchased through a third party and had previously been declared a total loss by an insurance company. NIO's technical explanation was similar to the Beijing case. The pedal is designed to brake under specific forces to protect the driver. As far back as August 26, 2021, a NIO user posted in the NIO app community saying, "I've driven for years, but never imagined the accelerator could just snap off. When I called for roadside assistance, they asked if it had just come loose. I told them it had broken, and the customer service still told me to go to a dealership." He tagged NIO's founder and CEO, Li Bin, in his post. The phrase "accelerator pedal broke" quickly circulated on Chinese social media, with many asking whether such a failure could be considered normal. An industry insider commented,
油门踏板断裂是不是常规现象？
这绝对不是一个正常现象。
"A broken accelerator pedal is not normal. Yes, modern pedals do have a fracture groove to prevent them from injuring the driver's leg in the event of a severe crash. But there's a threshold. It usually takes a front-end collision bad enough to crush the front of the vehicle. It's most likely a quality issue with the parts if it snaps without any such force. It's like a minor car accident triggering the airbag. No driver would accept that as normal." Another frustrated NIO owner was even more direct. Instead of making excuses, why not focus on solving the problem? You're trying to spin a broken accelerator pedal as some sort of safety feature. Garbage is garbage. If you build something poorly, fix it. We paid for quality and service. When the car has issues, and all you do is defend yourselves, that's just bad service. An industry insider commented that it is not normal for an accelerator pedal to brake under normal use. The expert identified 3 possible causes for such pedal failures. First, issues with product manufacturing. such as material defects or incorrect dimensions. Second, design flaws that increase the likelihood of failure. And third, improper use or handling by the driver. In addition to the accelerator pedal failure, NIO has also faced several incidents involving brake and throttle malfunctions. On November 14, 2024, a user from Ningbo, Zhejiang, reported on Douyin that while driving a NIO vehicle, the brakes suddenly failed. The accelerator inexplicably accelerated the car, increasing its speed from 60 km per hour to 140. In the video, the car rapidly sped up, forcing the driver to swerve quickly to avoid 3 other vehicles. As the car veered toward the side of the road, it collided with 2 cars and eventually scraped along a guardrail as it gradually slowed down. Fortunately, the driver managed to regain control of the situation, preventing a major accident. Additionally, on May 17, 2024, a NIO ES8 owner from Jinhua, Zhejiang, posted a video claiming that their car's sudden acceleration and brake failure caused a collision in an underground parking garage. In the video, the ES8 suddenly accelerated in the last 10 seconds before crashing into the car ahead and a wall. The driver believed the incident occurred because the car's brakes failed, preventing the vehicle from slowing down. NIO responded, claiming the accident was due to excessive speed and slippery epoxy flooring, which activated the car's anti-lock braking system, ABS. The company suggested the user mistakenly perceived it as automatic acceleration. However, the car owner disagreed with NIO's explanation, stating that the car suddenly accelerated, and despite urgently pressing the brake, the pedal remained hard and unresponsive. The owner said they would accept legal responsibility if the event data recorder data showed that they hadn't pressed the brakes, and criticized NIO for being both the judge and the defendant in this case. There have been several reports of brake failures in NIO ES8 vehicles in underground garages. On October 28, 2024, a NIO ES8 owner from Zhejiang, Mr. Wang, reported that after driving the car for only 12 days, the brakes failed in an underground garage at the Jiangbei Wanda Plaza. The car's speed continued to increase, almost hitting the guardrails. After sales personnel explained that the failure might have been due to the activation of the ABS. Previously, Mr. Chen, another NIO ES8 owner from Hangzhou, also experienced brake failure in an underground garage, resulting in a crash that damaged the wall. Ms. Xu from Yongkang, Zhejiang, reported a similar issue. Some commenters have pointed out that certain electric vehicle models, including NIOs, use software-controlled braking systems. If there is a software bug or system failure, it can result in brake failure. The complex electronic control systems increase the likelihood of such malfunctions. However, the most talked about issue with NIO in the public eye isn't necessarily the quality problems, but the persistent rumors of the company's impending bankruptcy. Phrases like "the quickest this year," "at the latest next year," and "NIO will be the next Li Auto" have spread widely online. In early September 2024, rumors circulated that NIO had already gone bankrupt, and by late November, rumors resurfaced, claiming that BYD was about to acquire the company. Earlier this year, a securities firm released a report with one of its 5 predictions for 2025, speculating that Xiaomi would acquire NIO. The individuals most concerned regarding these bankruptcy rumors are NIO's car owners. After all, if the company were to close, car services and repairs would become major issues. Some concerned owners even took to online communities, posting lengthy messages offering advice on how NIO could save itself. Over the past 2 years, the topic "Teach Li Bin to be CEO" has frequently emerged as an internet meme. Li Bin is the founder and CEO of NIO. Why does NIO frequently face bankruptcy rumors? Analysts suggest it may be due to the company's ongoing losses and high investment levels. On March 21st, NIO released its financial results for the 4th quarter and full year of 2024. According to the reports, NIO's revenue for 2024 reached 65.7 billion yuan, a year-on-year increase of 18%, setting a new record. However, the company reported a net loss attributable to shareholders of 22.7 billion yuan, a 7% increase compared to the previous year. This comes after NIO posted a loss of 21 billion yuan in 2023, further expanding its deficit. It's worth noting that NIO delivered around 222,000 vehicles in 2024, a 38.7% increase compared to the previous year. However, previous reports suggested that NIO loses about 100,000 yuan for every vehicle sold, which seems to be a reality. Looking at historical financials, while NIO appears to have rapidly expanded its revenue, it has yet to break free from losses. From 2018 to 2024, NIO accumulated losses totaling 95.6 billion yuan. As the leader of the new energy vehicle NEV sector, many are questioning how much longer NIO can survive. In April 2014, Elon Musk delivered the first Tesla keys to customers in China. 7 months later, sensing an opportunity, Li Bin entered the automotive market. In November 2014, NIO was founded and went public on the New York Stock Exchange in September 2018. Currently, NIO owns 3 brands: NIO, Onvo, and Firefly. Before 2020, NIO was considered the sales leader among China's NEV companies, alongside Li Auto and XPeng Motors, collectively known as the NIO XPeng Li trio. However, NIO is now facing increasing challenges. From January to December 2024, NIO was absent from the top 10 list of wholesale and retail sales in the narrow passenger vehicle category within the new energy market, with Li Auto securing the 7th spot. In the January to February 2025 retail sales ranking for new energy manufacturers, the top 10 were dominated by XPeng, Li Auto, and Leap Motor, with NIO falling behind in sales. On April 2nd, due to disappointing sales of the Onvo L60 model, NIO's Onvo president, Ai Te-cheng, announced his resignation, stepping down from his role as both president of Onvo and senior vice president of NIO. He became one of the rare high-level executives to leave the company publicly. The Onvo L60 was a highly anticipated model for NIO, but 6 months after its release, its sales remained dismal, only reaching a few thousand units per month. The model's failure not only hurt the brand's development, but also impacted NIO's overall performance. As competitors like Li Auto and XPeng overtook NIO, it also faces increasing competition from Xiaomi's automotive venture and Huawei's Harmony OS-powered electric vehicles. In November 2024, on the 10th anniversary of NIO's founding, Li Bin published an internal letter stating that the company is currently in the most intense and brutal phase of the intelligent electric vehicle industry's qualification competition. In 2 to 3 years, only a few exceptional companies will survive. The ongoing issues with NIO's accelerator pedal reflects its weaknesses in quality control. The shift in public sentiment, from initially supporting domestic brands to growing disillusionment, highlights the deepening trust crisis. The massive losses and market setbacks have left NIO in a precarious position, and while rumors of bankruptcy have been dismissed, they reflect the growing pessimism about the company's future. In the highly competitive and price-driven Chinese electric vehicle market, if NIO cannot turn its losses around and restore its reputation, it may become the next casualty of this intense industry competition. As one user sarcastically put it, NIO, always on the verge of becoming nil.